The story of Ajamila, a story from Srimad Bhagavatam. Friends, let me take you through this very interesting story. Once in the city of Kanyakubja, present day Kannauj, there lived a Brahmin named Ajamila. He had studied all the Vedic scriptures from a very young age. He was noble in character and conduct, well mannered, free from all false pride. He was upright and kind to all living beings. One day, when Ajamila was gathering flowers in the forest for his daily puja, he saw a beautiful enchantress. Her beauty captivated him, and immediately he fell under her wicked spell. Soon, Ajamila drove out his faithful wife and elderly parents from his home. He married the enchantress and had many children with her. Ajamila, who had once led a chaste life, now spent his days trying to please his immoral wife. He indulged in many sinful activities that he would have never done before. Despite being born a Brahmin, Ajamila started killing innocent animals to feed his large family. He began stealing and cheating others and even encouraged his sons to follow a similar sinful path. Among all his children, Ajamila was especially fond of his youngest son. His name was Narayana. The child's innocent behavior and playful ways had won over Ajamila's heart. He spent most of his time with Narayana. Years passed. One day, when Ajamila was old and on his deathbed, he saw three Yamadutas, the terrifying servants of Yamaraja, the god of death, coming towards him. They had come to take Ajamila's soul and punish him for all the sins that he had committed in his life. Gripped by intense fear, Ajamila began to weep. In panic, he started calling out the name Narayana, which was his beloved son's name, and he kept calling Narayana on and on without realizing that he was actually chanting the holy name of Lord Narayana. The Vishnu Dutas, who were messengers of Lord Vishnu, heard the holy name of their Lord being chanted by Ajamila on his deathbed, and immediately they rushed to the scene. Just as the Yamadutas were about to pull Ajamila's soul out of his body, the Vishnu Dutas arrived there and tried to stop them. But the Yamadutas refused to listen. They insisted that Ajamila should be punished for his sins. The Vishnu Dutas then explained, Ajamila has already atoned for his sins, not only those sins committed in this life, but also for those committed over millions of lifetimes, simply by chanting the holy name of Narayana in his helpless state. The name of the Lord is divine. Even though Ajamila was unaware, each time he called his son by his name, Narayana, he was actually chanting the Lord's name and cleansing himself of his sins. Lord Narayana protects those who chant his holy name. The Yamadutas were thus silenced by the profound wisdom of the Vishnu Dutas. Defeated, they returned to Yamaraja, their master, and recounted all that had happened. Yamaraja concurred with what they had been told. He said, What you have heard is true. Although I am your master, Lord Narayana is the supreme Lord of the entire universe, and we are all his servants. He added, just as a king has ministers to carry out his commands, I and other demigods work under the direction of the Supreme Lord. Yamaraja then explained the rewards of chanting the holy name of Lord Narayana. Even the most sinful person is taken to the Supreme Lord's abode, and he is freed from all punishment if he chants the holy name of Lord Narayana. At the time of his death, Lord Narayana will always protect those who chant his holy name. He then advised his servants never to bring a person who chants the holy name or engages in the devotional service to Lord Narayana. Instead, they should bring only those who do not chant or fail to remember the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Ajamila sincerely bowed to the Vishnu Dutas, then he realized he had been saved from the Yamadutas. He expressed gratitude for rescuing him from going to Naraka. Reflecting on his past sins, Ajamila was filled with remorse for having abandoned his first wife and parents. He now clearly saw the wrongs he had committed. Ajamila now understood the immense power in chanting the holy name of Lord Narayana. He deeply regretted wasting his life in sinful acts and resolved that if given a second chance, he would dedicate himself to the service of Lord. But the mercy of the Lord Narayana, by the mercy of Lord Narayana, Ajamila was granted a second chance to live. He seized the opportunity and went to Haridwar, where he spent the rest of his life chanting and serving Lord Vishnu, also known as Lord Narayana. One day, when Ajamila was meditating, he saw a golden aircraft descending from the sky. Inside it were the same Vishnu Dutas who had saved him earlier. They had now come to take him to his eternal home, the abode of Lord Narayana. Ajamila peacefully left his body on the banks of the sacred Ganga river in Haridwar and joined the Vishnu Dutas to serve his Supreme Lord forever. So, friends, that was a beautiful story, a story full of moral for your kind listening. And that's all I have for today. Goodbye and see you soon.